Most drivers expect car problems to appear suddenly, a loud noise, a warning light, or a complete breakdown. But in reality, many engine performance issues begin quietly. Small changes happen gradually. Acceleration feels slightly weaker, fuel consumption increases a little, or the engine just doesn't feel as smooth as it once did. Because the changes are slow, many drivers ignore them until the problem becomes serious. In modern Volkswagen vehicles, engine performance is heavily dependent on electronic sensors that constantly measure temperature, airflow, pressure, and fuel delivery conditions. These sensors communicate with the engine control unit thousands of times every minute, helping the engine maintain the correct operating balance. When one of these sensors begins giving inaccurate information, the engine computer still tries to compensate, but performance and efficiency slowly decline. Today, we're focusing on one specific sensor that quietly influences many aspects of engine behavior. It is small, easy to overlook, and rarely discussed during routine ownership conversations. Yet, it plays a central role in how efficiently your Volkswagen engine operates. Understanding how this component works, why it gradually loses accuracy, and how to maintain it properly can prevent unnecessary repair expenses and keep your vehicle performing consistently for years. Understanding how air measurement affects engine performance. An internal combustion engine depends on precise airflow management. Every combustion cycle requires a carefully controlled amount of fuel combined with the correct volume of incoming air. If the mixture becomes slightly unbalanced, the engine may still run, but efficiency and smoothness are affected. Too much fuel reduces economy and creates carbon buildup. Too little fuel can cause hesitation and loss of power. To manage this balance, your Volkswagen relies on a sensor positioned within the intake system that monitors the amount of air entering the engine. This measurement allows the engine computer to determine the exact fuel quantity needed at any moment, whether the vehicle is idling at a traffic signal, accelerating onto a highway, or climbing a steep incline. Accurate airflow data ensures stable combustion, predictable throttle response, and optimized fuel consumption. Because this sensor is constantly exposed to incoming air, it gradually encounters microscopic particles such as dust, moisture residue, and fine oil vapors circulating through the intake system. Over time, these contaminants can accumulate on the sensor's sensitive measuring element. The buildup is usually invisible to the driver, yet even a thin layer can influence measurement accuracy. Once the readings begin to drift, the engine computer adjusts fuel delivery based on imperfect information, leading to subtle but noticeable performance changes. Why many Volkswagen owners do not notice the issue early. Unlike mechanical failures that create obvious symptoms, airflow measurement problems typically develop gradually. Drivers often adapt to the slow changes without realizing that engine performance has shifted. Slightly slower acceleration or small increases in fuel consumption may not seem significant at first. Because the vehicle still drives normally, maintenance attention is often postponed. In some cases, no warning light appears immediately because the sensor continues to function electronically. The engine control system may still receive signals, but those signals are no longer perfectly accurate. Only when the deviation becomes large enough does the onboard diagnostic system register a fault condition and illuminate the check engine indicator. This delayed feedback is one reason why many owners replace expensive parts unnecessarily. When a warning light finally appears, the assumption is often that the component has completely failed, while in reality, the issue may simply involve contamination affecting measurement precision. Environmental factors that influence sensor condition. Driving conditions have a strong impact on how quickly intake system components accumulate contaminants. Vehicles frequently driven in urban environments, construction zones, or dusty regions may experience faster buildup compared to vehicles primarily driven on open highways. Frequent short-distance driving can also contribute to increased intake moisture and vapor accumulation, which may combine with airborne particles to create deposits over time. Air filter quality plays an important role as well. A properly functioning filter reduces the amount of debris entering the intake system, but extremely fine particles can still pass through gradually. Regular filter replacement ensures that the protective barrier remains effective, helping reduce contamination, reaching sensitive components deeper within the intake pathway. Additionally, intake system leaks caused by loose clamps or aging rubber hoses can allow unfiltered air to enter the engine. This bypasses the normal filtration process and introduces additional contaminants that accelerate sensor buildup. Periodic inspection of intake connections can therefore play a valuable preventive role. Performance changes drivers may experience. When airflow measurement begins to drift from its optimal range, the effects may appear in several subtle ways. Throttle response may feel slightly delayed when accelerating from low speeds. Idle operation may become less stable under certain conditions, especially when the engine is warming up. Some drivers notice that highway fuel consumption gradually increases despite unchanged driving habits. Although these symptoms may seem unrelated, they often share the same underlying cause. The engine computer is adjusting fuel delivery based on airflow data that is no longer perfectly accurate. Because modern engine management systems are designed to adapt, the vehicle continues operating, but the adjustments required to compensate can reduce overall efficiency. Recognizing these early signals allows owners to address maintenance proactively rather than waiting for larger performance changes or diagnostic warnings. Preventive maintenance and long-term reliability. Preventive maintenance plays a major role in keeping your Volkswagen performing consistently over the years. Many engine performance issues do not begin as major failures. They start with small maintenance items that are overlooked for long periods. Keeping the intake system clean, replacing the air filter on schedule, and ensuring hoses and connections remain properly sealed can significantly reduce the chances of sensor contamination and airflow-related problems. Regularly following Volkswagen's recommended service intervals also helps maintain accurate engine operation. When filters, fluids, and inspection points are addressed on time, the engine control system receives reliable data and can maintain the correct air-fuel balance more effectively. This results in smoother acceleration, improved fuel efficiency, and reduced stress on engine components. In the long run, reliability is built through consistent small maintenance decisions rather than occasional large repairs. Paying attention to routine inspections and addressing minor performance changes early can prevent unnecessary expenses while helping your Volkswagen deliver dependable performance for many years. The cost advantage of early awareness. Many automotive repair expenses do not happen suddenly. They develop gradually when small maintenance needs are overlooked for long periods. When airflow measurements or intake system conditions slowly become less accurate, the engine control unit continuously adjusts the fuel mixture to compensate. Over time, these constant adjustments can place additional strain on spark plugs, oxygen sensors, and exhaust components, which may eventually lead to higher repair costs that could have been avoided with early attention. Being aware of early performance changes gives drivers a clear financial advantage. A slight drop in fuel efficiency, mild hesitation during acceleration, or uneven idle behavior can sometimes indicate that a simple inspection or routine maintenance step is needed. Checking the air filter, ensuring intake connections are properly sealed, and keeping sensors clean can often restore normal operation before more serious issues begin to develop. Understanding how intake system sensors function also helps vehicle owners make better service decisions. Instead of immediately assuming that an expensive part must be replaced, drivers can first review maintenance history, inspect filtration components, and confirm that the intake system is clean and properly maintained. This proactive approach reduces unnecessary replacements, prevents secondary component wear, and helps maintain long-term engine efficiency while keeping ownership costs significantly lower. Long-term ownership perspective. Volkswagen vehicles are engineered with sophisticated electronic management systems designed to deliver efficiency, performance, and durability simultaneously. These systems rely on accurate information from sensors distributed throughout the engine and exhaust pathways. When those sensors remain clean and properly maintained, the engine computer can operate exactly as intended, delivering smooth power and predictable fuel consumption. Owners who view maintenance as an ongoing process rather than a reaction to warning lights often enjoy significantly lower operating costs over the life of the vehicle. Paying attention to intake cleanliness, filtration quality, and early performance changes allows small adjustments to be made before larger problems develop. Taking care of your Volkswagen isn't only about reacting when something goes wrong. It's about understanding how small systems inside your vehicle influence performance every single day. Modern engines are incredibly advanced, and they rely on precise data from multiple sensors to deliver the smooth acceleration, fuel efficiency, and reliability that Volkswagen vehicles are known for. When even one small component begins to lose accuracy, the effects can gradually spread across the entire driving experience, often without drivers realizing what's happening. That's why awareness and preventive maintenance are so powerful. Paying attention to small performance changes, keeping the intake system clean, and following regular service intervals can prevent many unnecessary repairs and keep your engine operating at its designed efficiency. These simple habits not only save money over time, but also help maintain the consistent performance that makes driving enjoyable. A well-maintained vehicle responds better, consumes fuel more efficiently, and remains dependable for many years. Remember, long-term reliability is rarely the result of one big repair. It's the result of many small maintenance decisions made consistently. When you stay informed and take care of the details early, you give your Volkswagen the best chance to perform smoothly well into high-mileage ownership. If you found this guide helpful and want more practical Volkswagen maintenance tips, real-world driving advice, and smart ownership strategies that help you avoid costly repairs, make sure to subscribe to Volkswagen Hub, turn on notifications so you don't miss upcoming guides, and like this video so more Volkswagen owners can benefit from these tips. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next Volkswagen Hub video, where we continue helping you keep your Volkswagen running strong, efficient, and reliable for years to come.